Hello, welcome to my channel, Winging Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wayne. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, see what the overall energy of today's reading is. Thank you. What's hidden from the viewer? Okay, outcome and advice. Thank you. All right, turn these cards over, see what we've got. All right, in the overall energy, we have the Fool card in reverse, and then we've got these cards coming out as a challenge. Let's see what we've got here. All right, Swords, communication. Seven of Swords, Two Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords, coming out as a challenge to some fool. Keeps repeating cycles. Someone's very foolish. They don't grow. They're just repeating cycles. And they're challenged by truth coming out. Maybe about their deception. Boy, Swords are their challenge. So communication, truths coming out, is challenging this Fool in reverse. Who's the Fool in reverse? Moon in reverse. It's something that's hidden is coming to light. It's a fog of confusion. No, it's less of a fog of confusion. That's more upper chakras. This feels like emotions. Confusing emotions. In the subconscious, things in the subconscious coming to light. Things that were very hidden. Tell me more about... Oh, interesting. Three of Cups in reverse. This person could be a part of a toxic group, family, toxic group. This feels like, I'm getting, for some of you, this is like a party group or... Okay. It's a lot of watery energy. And there's all this air energy coming through. A lot of emotions. Toxic group. Tell me more about this Fool reversed. Tell me more about this Fool reversed. How... Queen of Swords reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed. Boy, there's a lot of confusion, internal confusion this Fool has around money, around finances, around who to invest in, and who not to invest in. This is a very foolish person. They feel completely befuddled by emotions. So this person doesn't know how to use emotions. They might manipulate emotions, but they don't know how to create. Oh, I don't like this at all. Let me get more information. How would the viewer, whoever's here watching, identify who the Fool in reverse is? What's some more identifying characteristics? Alrighty, we've got Thrills in reverse, Waves in reverse, and Puzzled in reverse. Let me see what they are. Puzzled reverse. There's no confusion. There's no... Okay, so whatever puzzle there has been and confusion is being cleared up. Yes, waves. There's a ton of emotions. Worries and fears. Thrills reverse. Continuous cycles. This Fool reverse, it just keeps repeating, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Bad decisions, addictions. Yes. Feels like they're part of a group. With the Moon card in reverse, it feels like maybe they were hiding in a group or getting some type of protection from a group, a toxic group. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords in reverse energy and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Pithy. Pithy answers. There we go. Okay. Knight of Cups in reverse. This Fool creates false illusions around money. There's something sketchy about this person. It feels like their lack of inner discernment, which is also coming up in these cards. Bad decisions, continuous cycles. It feels like puzzle pieces are being put in place. This person has been hiding, protected maybe by a toxic group. There's a financial component to this. Hope Big Water, challenged by the main female. Hope Big Water in reverse. It's a hopeless situation. They're challenged by the main female. Maybe that's a specific message for someone out there. There's some false illusion around money. You know how Al Capone, the gangster in Chicago, a lot of gangsters don't get caught for all the deplorable things that they do, but they get caught with like taxes, with their accounting. And that's what's popping up, that this person has done a lot of deplorable behaviors. Feels like they've been backed up by a toxic group. Until now, it's coming out. It feels like the toxic group can't protect the Fool. There's communication coming out. People are starting to see through a fog of confusion that this person creates. Lies, deception, delusions. And this person, the truth is a challenge. I don't know if this person can access the truth because their energy looks very ungrounded. It's not grounded in this reality. So they just say, hey, this foolish person feels like if they say it, it's the truth. Something like that. That's just, come on. Jeez. All right. In what's hidden, we have the Three of Cups in reverse again. Remember that came out in the overall energy. Bad group, toxic group. There's no celebration here. So it feels like we're going to learn more about this toxic family, partying group. Feels like, challenge position, Page of Pentacles. New information coming in, new communication. people reconnecting the dots in a different way. Oh, I feel like some group is seeing this fool. It feels like this fool was being protected by a group, by a toxic group, but they're reconnecting the dots. This, I don't think they even, well, let's find out. What's hidden about this toxic group? What are they seeing? I love that. The Fool card again in reverse with Three of Swords in reverse. So they are reconnecting the dots, a toxic group about this foolish person. And the betrayal was some betrayal. Heartbreak, betrayal. This person feels very comfortable with betrayal. Not a loyal person. They're foolish. They're reckless. They just keep doing the same thing. I'm getting discard. Okay, so this is someone who uses people, transactional. It feels like when they're done with the people they've used, they create betrayal, heartbreak. What else is coming out? That was brilliant. All right. What else is hidden? What would help the viewer? Two of Pentacles was wanting to come out. Juggling, finances. Anything in what's hidden about the financial aspect to this? Five of Cups coming out as a challenge. This person doesn't care. They just don't care. Unapologetic. Okay, that even, okay. It feels like when people try to address this fool about their behavior, but they just don't care. I don't care how you feel. I don't care that it hurt people. I don't care. I don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Wow. All right. Anything else in what's hidden? Anything more about this toxic group? Three of Cups in reverse. Any information in what's hidden? Lovers coming out as a challenge. Lovers in reverse. Feels like a break. Feels like they're not interested in choosing this person. I get the feeling that the Fool card is exposing this group, because if you ride with this fool, if this is your person, it feels like their toxic traits are coming out, are being seen. People are talking about it. They're reconnecting the dots. They don't want anything to do with this person. They create betrayal. And they don't care. There's just a lack of, like, how do you make someone care who doesn't care? They just don't care. And there's all this truth and discernment coming out. And it feels like there's something about finances. And false illusions around finances. Yeah. Anything else in what's hidden that would help the viewer? Four of Cups in reverse. So Four of Cups upright, the person is saying, yeah, I'm not interested in what's in that cup. I get the feeling everybody's got the ick. They don't want anything from this Fool card in reverse. Or, yeah, and the Four of Cups in reverse. It feels like this person might come back around to see it. They might be going around to everybody, not just you, viewer, to see who's still on their side, who they can. This person has created themselves into this space. I don't feel like you're their medicine. At all. All right, let's look at the outcome and advice. Oh, Ace of Cups and King of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups, loving energy. That's the second ace. We've got the truth coming out. Ace of Swords energy about the Fool in reverse, about this reckless fool. What's this Ace of Cups energy? Why is it in the outcome and advice? What would be helpful information? Five of Wands in reverse. First thing I'm getting, if this person does come in with the cup, with a cup, saying, can I still pull the viewer? Can I still get care? Five of Wands in reverse. It feels like you're not interested in any of the shenanigans. Shenanigans is a good description because of the old, if you're going to shenan once, you're going to shenan again. And this person just keeps repeating. They haven't learned any new tricks. This person feels like they hit adulthood and just kept repeating loops. They don't grow, they don't mature, they just do the same thing again and again. I feel like they've gotten some level of success by doing the same thing. But it doesn't look like you're interested in this energy at all. I get the feeling that you are a very loving person. You've got a lot to offer, like a fountain of generosity, of love, a flow state, peaceful. Looks like you know how to love yourself too. There's all these feels like this person's coming in like seeking shelter under your loving care. That's weird. Let's not take that. I don't think you're interested. Five of Wands in reverse. It's just not, yeah. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This isn't your rodeo. This isn't your circus. This isn't your clown. I don't think you want anything to do with this. There's something about maybe this is just for some of you, but this Fool, it feels like they are creating their legacy. It's not a positive legacy. It feels like their behaviors are making everybody take a step back. Nobody wants the attention, wants the heat. It feels like they messed up something around their finances, lies, deception. But they're just not. I don't feel like you want to get involved in this. feels like an act of self-love to not have anything to do with this energy, because you'd be getting in the way of their karma, of their ability to learn and grow from this instead of being rescued from the lessons. Who's the King of Pentacles in reverse? This is someone who's King of Pentacles in reverse feels like someone who's wants to come off as wealthy, which makes a lot of sense with the financial asterisk here. Something going down around the finances. So this person has got a persona, a reputation, an ego. They want to be perceived as fly high and having plenty, abundant, but they're not. They're in their ego. They're worried about how people perceive them, so they don't put in the work and effort to actually have stability, security, and create wealth. It feels like to maintain their illusion, false illusion, yeah, I'm not getting any closer. Anything else? There we go, more pentacles. Ace and another ace. 3 aces so far. A lot of new energy coming in, a new opportunity. World card reverse, repeating cycles. So this person feels like the King of Pentacles, and the Fool is also the King of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like when they're given any seed, an opportunity, a chance, they don't take it. Nope, no thanks. And just want to repeat cycle. I just want to keep being me. I don't want to grow. It even feels like there's an opportunity. At some point, this Fool was given an opportunity, a potential to make money, to have money, to go in a different direction, to do something differently than how they generate wealth for themselves. But it looks like they turned it down. Did you, viewer, did you give this person, this Fool, an opportunity? There's the last. All 4 aces. All 4 aces coming out in this reading. It's new energy on every level. Very new. New information. People seeing things clearly. And it feels like that new energy, like a domino. And it like new perceptions, new understandings. So it feels like it starts in the crown chakra. Ace of Swords. Ting! Oh my gosh. I thought this person was oh my gosh. This person, there is 7 of Swords. Like lying, cheating, stealing. Truth coming out. And even this toxic group wants nothing to do with them. So this person, it feels like, is also challenged by, there's no vitality, no life force. Justice on the bottom of the deck. Anything else the viewer needs to know that would be helpful? This feels pretty wrapped up. 8 of Swords, that's blinded. I think people have been blinded by what this is. Doesn't feel like, why is the 8 of Swords coming out in the outcome? Who's blinded? 2 of Swords, blinded. Fog of confusion. Okay, so there's still someone in a fog of confusion. Their beliefs, they can't, Okay, so not everybody. This isn't like a 100% everybody waking up. This feels like, so there are those who are still challenged, and it feels like they prefer to stay in the confused way of being. Death reversed. They keep repeating cycles. So this feels like managing expectations. It's not like everybody, but it feels like there's a lot of people. There are people who are going to keep repeating cycles that just can't take the, they just can't see things, see themselves from a different perspective. This is interesting. Okay, a lot of emotions. 10 of Cups. And then 4 of Swords in reverse. This is my no contact card. Healing by no communication. That's it. Oh, boom. All right. The people who are stuck in an endless loop can't reconnect the dots and see things a different way. It's because they're not communicating with their emotions. They've shut down their lower chakras, and they can't communicate with emotions. It feels like they are stuck in their maladaptive strategies. That's their personality. They have closed off, don't want connection, don't want to feel. And that's information about who we are. You know, it's in every bit of all of our chakras. And it feels like in the emotions, the people who can't handle emotions, they can't feel them, it's too much. They don't know how to embody emotions. They can't feel them and allow them the feeling of emotions, the sensation of bodily sensations. The more capable you are of being grounded and feeling whatever arises, your emotions are a part of your internal navigation system. Your emotions have information. When you're willing to feel your emotions and process through them, take responsibility. My feelings, my emotions are mine to feel. So if that's the case, instead of I'm feeling this way and I see that person's to blame and that person, then you reject your emotions and project them onto someone else, which is giving your power away. Your willingness to feel your emotions, to learn how to sit or move with your emotions, to give your emotions expression in a way that does not hurt you or hurt others. Once you can sit with your emotions, on the other side of processing through difficult emotions is wisdom, and you can't teach wisdom. It's experiential understandings, being able to see things more clearly. There's so much healing on the other side of being able to process and sit with uncomfortable emotions. Maturity, growth. And so there are people who just aren't interested in that ride, and that's fine. I think if we focus on ourselves and those who are willing to see things, willing to process through their emotions, willing to expand and grow, and creating room at our tables, figuratively. Boo Boo and JJ. Yay, a nice flyby. Then it feels like change, but not coddling people, not it feels like there's some growth, huge growth potential. So I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to translate these messages for you. Take care.